What's going on, everybody? Thank you for coming through once again and hanging out with me. I'm Blocker 120, and this is Foam World Order. Today, we're going to be going over a couple of the blasters that I just did we're going to call basically a speed round. I was basically controlled by the Omnitrix, so I was doing each blaster or for each alien transformation time. So today I'm going to go a little bit more into each of the blasters, not too much, not too crazy, but hope everybody's having a good time. I hope everybody's very excited with Christmas approaching, and I hope everybody's enjoying their holidays and everybody's ready to celebrate. Hope the gifts are under the tree and, hope for a lot of hope. But we're going to start off with the Mega XL Big Rig. This was a blaster that featured Nerf's largest dart. This was the Mega Dart was Nerf's largest dart. And in comparison, these are some of the darts that I have right here for the Nerf darts. And well, this isn't a Nerf dart. This is a Adventure Force dart. But then you have the Mega XL dart. Basically, like these darts, for size comparison, I'm gonna do this. It's almost like one of them ice pops that you would see, one of them popsicle commercial ice pops you would see. But this is for size comparison of how big the Mega XL dart is. So that dart right there is fired from this blaster right here. This is a top slide, excuse me, a top slide prime blaster, and it has a tactical rail at the bottom, fixed rear sight, fixed front sight. The sight is fixed to the slide, so I mean it's fixed there, I want to say, but it can move. It has one sling attachment at the bottom of the handle. Now this is a small handle, and it's not that comfortable, especially for the size of this whole blaster. This blaster is very front heavy. Looking at it, I'm thinking about maybe even trying to remove some of this front, but that wouldn't work because that's where the blaster is loaded at. I mean, the dart is loaded at because it is a front load. But if this front end was shortened, maybe it would be a little bit more comfortable. But as it stands, this is a very front heavy blaster. Even though it is a side blaster, it is a lot more comfortable two hands. You might even want to put your hand underneath here and hold it this way when you use it, because this is a very heavy blaster. And it's pretty cool how the darts themselves, these darts, they whistle. I always like the whistling darts, it's like give some effect, give me some reason for what I'm paying for, give me something for what I'm paying for, to make it a little bit more fun. But that is a pretty fun thing about this. I know I had a couple more over here. Yeah, I was about to say, I know I had a couple more darts lying around. But this is a pretty fun blaster. I like the little cosmetics on it with the Mega XL and everything busting out. If I was to repaint this blaster or do it, I think I would just get rid of the color on it, but I wouldn't take the time to really shave all of that down, because I actually like these features of it, these little cosmetics features of it. If you was to repaint this, it would be a cool design, I believe. But like I said, this is a very heavy blaster. This would be super dope for like a sci-fi cosplay type of blaster, of course. But I would say I would definitely have a sling with me, because you do not want to be walking around the entire day holding this blaster. It is like I said, it is a heavy blaster. But that is the Mega XL. All right. And this is still available. It is not the most favorite of the Mega XL line, but actually it is the least favorite of the Mega XL line. I'm not going to lie to you or hold you. I honestly think I got this because I got it at a thrift store in the box still, and for like $5. And I was like, you know what? I can't turn down an unused blaster for $5, especially from this line. The darts alone are worth about that much. That is another thing. The Mega XL darts, being that they are the biggest darts, they are the most expensive darts out of the Nerf line. I believe that I can't remember how much, but I remember I think a pack of 10 of them were on sale for about $7, a pack of 10 darts. So yeah, they're the most expensive out of the Nerf line darts. Let's put this up here. I don't know why I was going to drop it off to the side. Here, I have the blaster that I said that came with the Adventure Force Arsenal pack. It had a sniper that was with it, and this was like the little side blaster. This is a mag-fed side blaster. You pull back the handle to prime it, and you need to pull back the handle to release the magazine. It takes standard length darts in this. I'm gonna use the Adventure Force waffle tip darts in this. These are the favorite darts for everybody for the most part. Easy go-to darts, easy to come by, readily available. So I feel like that's the reason why. They're not the best performing darts, and different types of barrels you have on your dart blasters. These will not be favored in brass barrels. From what I'm told, I don't have any blasters that are tuned like that because I'm not capable of modding like that. I'm not gonna say I'm not into it. I'm just not. I haven't really experimented on that level of trying to modify blasters internally. But what I've been told is the brass barrels won't accept the waffle tip darts that well. It'll cause issues, feeding issues, jamming issues, and performance issues all around. But this right here, I have a 6-dart magazine. I forgot what came with the blaster to begin with, but this pack, I believe it was like anywhere around $20 for the pack. And the handle on this, it's small, but the blaster is lightweight. It's not a heavy blaster, so it's not front heavy. I mean, unless you go ahead and put a drum magazine on it, then yeah, you will have a front heavy blaster. There is no way to attach a front barrel to this. There's no attachment point for this. They do have a tack rail on this, but these tack rails do not work with Nerf attachments. So you will need to find you some Adventure Force. Sometimes Adventure Force attachments work. Let's see. What do I have lying around that I could grab? I didn't feel like getting up. So let's see if this is off the Dictator. No, we're not getting a fit here from the Dictator. So, and I already know pre-hand, I already know that the Nerf attachments don't fit on here. So, but surprisingly enough, this blaster had a nice performance, a surprisingly nice performance for its price and how it looked. I just thought this was just a rinky-dink. I bought it for the combo pack. Honestly, I really bought it because the sniper rifle that came with it was was a bolt action sniper rifle, and I just wanted that bolt action style blaster. But this blaster actually surprised me in its performance for its price. The looks of it, the cosmetics, I like the cosmetics of it. It's a real aggressive sci-fi look to it. I'm always about that. I like the sci-fi looks. I like real looking blasters, but the sci-fi look is what I'm really into because, like I said, for the real types of toy blasters, there's other options I can go to. I'm not going to turn away from foam dart blasters that look real, but my go-to really is like the more sci-fi-ish, coolest style type blasters that pack enough power and enough punch. I don't need crazy performance. I don't need 250, 300 FPS. I don't need all of that. Like, nobody's really trying to play with you at that point. Like, I mean, especially for the most part, you would have to find enough people that can match that on a regular basis if you want to play regularly. So I really it's more about the fun to me. I could play with the kids, I could play with the family and everybody, and even people that have never really played with blasters, you pull out something like this, they're like, cool, all right, that is kind of fun. But if they've never experienced dart blasters and you like, here, try this out, and y'all go at it with each other with 250 plus FPS blasters, they might not want to do that again the second time. That might be their first and only time they want to play with the dart blasters. But this blaster right here, like I said, pretty dope. Nice blaster. And like I said, for its price, I am surprised by the performance. Real quick, I just want to see, does this have slam fire? No, it doesn't have slam fire. It just pushes the dart through. Alright, it doesn't have slam fire, and doing that might cause an issue. But I don't think so. But this, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the internals guy. I like just having fun with these. But like I said, this blaster is pretty dope for its price and the fact that it came in a 2-pack and its performance. And it's a mag-fed blaster, so that gives you a lot of ammunition. It gives you ammunition variants while you're on the field or while you're having fun. You don't got to sit there, keep manually loading. You can have a couple of these ready to go. I would suggest, because of the size of the blaster, the way it's proportioned, I would suggest keeping the magazines at an 8 maximum, because then you're just going to get a front heavy blaster. The more darts, the bigger the magazine in the front, the heavier it's going to get. To make it more comfortable, I would suggest not exceeding an 8 dart magazine, but to each his own. It does have a comfortable enough space here that you can place your hand underneath it. And as I said, you need to prime it back in order for the magazine to release. So if you put your hand here and your hand presses the button, you don't have to worry about nothing. You're not dropping the magazine, because you're going to have to take your hand off of this to prime it back. So at no point in time should you have your hand on the prime slide, have this primed, and have your hand on the mag release button at the same time. So you should be good on that part. Moving on. This blaster right here is the coolest one out of the three to me. This is the Apex Legends Iron Will blaster. I have not played Apex Legends like that. I'm more of a Call of Duty guy, but I am a fan of the blasters and different types of weapons that come from these video games. Even if I don't play them, like I'll see and be researching like foam swords, different types of dart blasters, fantasy weapons and stuff like that. And I'll see something that's really cool and I'll have no clue that it came from an anime or a video game or nothing like that. I'll purchase it and then I'll wind up going back and either playing the game or thinking about getting around to it. Like as in this right here, this from Apex Legends, I have turned the game on. I think I went through the tutorial and I don't even think I got far enough to even see this weapon. But when I saw this blaster, I was like, yeah, that's super dope. I gotta get it. This is a 10 dart, short dart blaster. It takes short darts, and it's a handle mag-fed blaster. It is a pretty solid blaster. It is injection molded. Now, this blaster has a bottom rail that I believe it accommodates standard tactical rail attachments. Most of the blaster, though, is like aluminum. Like it feels like it has a lot of aluminum in it, even down to the barrel is aluminum. This part right here, you can use to prime. It came with a bolt, and I swear to you, I swear I had the bolt, but I don't know what happened. I was walking around and I lost it, but I swear to you, I had the bolt that goes here that came with it to help you prime, where you could pull it back like here. But it's not that hard of a prime. You can use this right here. This top right here is pretty secure. The rear sight, it is pretty secure that I'm comfortable enough doing this pulling it back here regularly. This has an empty hang open feature that mine malfunctions a lot, but you can push this up, it'll hold it open for you. Now, that's where you get to see the aluminum barrel in there. I like this aggressive muzzle they have on it. I like the whole design of this blaster. Like I said, this is from the video game Apex Legends. Now, the thing with this empty hang open feature is when you go to put the magazine back in it and you release that hang open, I don't know why. I feel like maybe it's the performance or maybe it's the condition of the darts, but it always like locks up on me and it doesn't have a smooth load for me. You know what? I like when I'm have a complaint about a blaster and then when I'm recording, oh wow, my magazine dropped. Yeah, I like when I have a complaint about a blaster and then as I'm recording, whatever I'm complaining about, it doesn't happen. It like corrects itself. Like, all right, let's try that again. But I was having a lot of issues with when you release the slide, it was jamming the first dart, but now it's not doing it, which is super dope. But this blaster, it doesn't have slam fire. The mag release is right here on underneath the trigger guard. Now for me, I have like fat fingers, so this trigger guard right here, every time I pull the trigger, it bites into my finger underneath here where they have the cutout for the trigger to slide. Now, I'm pretty sure I could just sand that and smooth it out so it's not as annoying, but it is a little tight for me. Regardless though, I still like this blaster overall. I like the power of it. It's not a super powered blaster. It is a decently powered blaster. I feel like you can use this in your house. You can run around and play with this blaster, and will not cause a lot of harm. It will not hurt like that. I don't believe. Wow, I missed my own self that close. Yeah, no, this blaster. Oh wow, now the hang open feature works, but this blaster isn't yeah, no, it's not a painful blaster at all. It is not a high FPS blaster. Even though I didn't chrono it, I don't feel like it is. This is pretty good. That last one stung a touch, but not really nothing like that, not much. So anyway, these are the three of the blasters that I had out yesterday and I was talking about. This one right here, I had a nice store keychain hanging from it, but it got stuck right here in the back. Now, I don't like the fact that this sits up in the back, it separates. I doubt you're gonna see it from my camera, how my camera is. And the magazine, it has a little sling attachment, a little sling point on here. I don't know what for, but it is a pretty dope blaster. This one right here, I really like this one. I would recommend buying it. I actually think I might get a second one. They have it in black as well, but I think I might get a second one, same color. Now I'm lying. I'm probably going to get it black just to have like a completion. Like I said, I like collecting, and just to have things. I like to collect blasters. This is my thing. Everybody should have their own thing and enjoy it. But I hope everybody, as I said, ready for these holidays and enjoying themselves. So as I said before, let's see if we could get a few people that have not been introduced to blasters before. Let's get them into this hobby sport. Let's get them a blaster. Let's see if we can do that. And until next time, it's always good hanging out with you guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, comment, subscribe, share, follow. I don't know why my words are stumbling today. I'll see you guys next time.